Hello, my name is Dana Lowen, and this is my introduction video. I've taught for 4 years spoken English at CS International University in China. Um, and then this next semester, I'm going to be teaching English composition for the first time. So previously, I've only taught spoken English, which is basically just getting the students to use the English that they've already learned, but it's been mostly vocabulary, memorization, and grammar rules, but getting them to use it in practical forms and in spoken English. But I'll be teaching composition next semester. And during the summers, I get to come home and stay with my parents. And they live in Meade, Kansas. So I'll be here during summer break and using this chance to do some classes for my master's. Um, I've only taught in China, and I didn't even major in education. I just majored in English literature. Um, so I um, I feel like a lot of things I don't really relate to as far as the other students in this class, the other teachers, since I don't have the experience of teaching in the States at all. Um, but we'll see how things go. Um, as far as using data, as far as I know, I don't think I use it a lot. As far as informing my daily instructional decisions, I feel like a lot of what I do and the decisions I make are just based on experience and just based on trying something and seeing if it works. We get a little bit of training, but there's not a lot of guidance. You can ask questions if you need help, but um, we, the foreign teachers, kind of just make the curriculum ourselves, and we have a lot of freedom of what we do. So yeah, I don't know too much about the data, and honestly, I don't really know where to start. We don't really get to see what goes on behind the scenes, and there isn't a lot of oversight from Chinese administrators. They just want us to teach English, and they don't really know what exactly goes into that or what should go into that. So we kind of have a lot of freedom and not a lot of guidance in what we're doing. Um, as far as what my school uses, I don't know. It's a Chinese school, so I really don't know any of that. What data they use in general. We, as foreign teachers, I think, like I said, we kind of just work together to make our instructional decisions. We create our own curriculum, and even within that, there's just a lot of freedom from teacher to teacher of what you're going to be doing. So the decisions we make, I think, are based partly on EFL research. If we just look up online research that's been done, or just different things out there to give us a little bit of help of what might work for us. We do some surveys. Some other teachers are also are in master's programs, and they might do some surveys with the other teachers or the students. And a lot of us, myself included, survey our own classes just to see what the students thought worked best or not. But a lot of that is difficult just because they're doing it in a second language, and there's a lot that just gets lost in translation. So it's really hard to figure out how exactly to use that, especially just a lot getting lost in translation and getting lost in just the differences in culture of maybe something would work really well, but it's just so different from their culture that maybe it doesn't. So it's difficult to know. And I would think most of all, I just use trial and error. Every class is a little different, and I just kind of see what works for them and what they seem to catch on with, and what just doesn't work and what confuses them. And I just every year try to improve from there and tweak things in my lesson plans so that it can work a little better. But most of it is just trial and error. Improvement plan. I feel like I'm kind of starting at the bottom. I don't really know much of anything about how to collect data or how to use it. So I do hope I can learn how to do that and maybe research some data about either my university, if I can somehow get that information, or just universities in China in general might work. But probably mostly trying to just learn how to collect my own data and use it would probably be the best. I feel a little intimidated about this class because I don't know exactly how it fits into my situation. A lot of what the other teachers have been saying in their videos, I don't really understand because a lot of different programs and stuff I'm just not familiar with. That as far as what the States uses, and also because I'm not teaching high school or grade school or anything like that, it's kind of a unique situation, and so I don't know exactly how that's going to fit in, but hopefully I am able to adapt some things to learn and to figure out how to use them in my situation.